Hey boys, hey girl. I've been getting asked for this for a while. How about a rant? Finally got something good enough to rant about without insulting an individual. Because I could think of few that I'd like to insult. But we won't go there. So get your kids out the room. No children allowed. It's going to be adults only. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kids are gone? I sure hope so. If not, pause now and stop this video. Let's talk about printers. That's something that just pisses me off to the highest level of fucking festivity. The goddamn ink. I said got. I didn't say God. I said goddamn ink. Cost, when you buy a cartridge, ink cartridge, say a black ink cartridge, for instance, $9,600 a gallon is what you basically paying for that ink that's in that cartridge. That's the most expensive fucking fluid on the goddamn planet. Think about that. It costs more than human plasma or plasma or human blood. Son of a bitch. Now, you could say, well, what about refilling your printer, your cartridges? Yeah, you can do that. A quart of black ink with the refill syringe kit and the instructions is going to cost you about $10. So that means that a gallon of it, if you buy it, about a quart, 4 quarts in a fucking gallon, right? Yeah. At least that's what they taught us down here in Cajun land. 4 times 10 is $40 with free shipping on Amazon. Okay, good. Damn. I don't print a lot, okay, but I do some printing. Most of it's black and white, mainly to print out a recipe so I can bring it here in the kitchen. I got a laptop, but the battery's fucking dead on it. It won't hold a charge no more. Well, who cares? It'd be easier. Just give me the piece of paper if I need to file it. That the only time I use that is when I found a new recipe. This looks good. Let me try it. I'm gonna follow it exactly. And if it ain't no good, then I'm gonna fucking change it next time. So I use my printer for that. I use my printer to print labels for my rug. Well, I wanted to go ahead and print a little picture the other day, and the color ink cartridge ain't got no red in the motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Oh hell, man. Started looking online, brand new one at $23. Well, here's some with an expired fuck you, phone. You son of a... Hold up. That was the boss. I had to answer that. All right, let's see. Where was we? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, the color cartridge is out. So, I found some on eBay, but they had expired expiration date on the ink. So, maybe the ink dried up. Who knows? Now, if you do happen to refill your ink cartridge in your brand new printer and say it leaks or something happens to it and they find out you send it back to HP or whoever, oh, this ain't our ink, your warranty is voided, but you fucked. That kind of sucks. Now, I did notice while I was looking that you can get an extra large ink cartridge So it holds more ink in the ink tank, or ink well, ink tank, that's what they call it. Yeah, and so you get more prints per page. For instance, some of the most economical printers cost about 1.5 cents a page on normal. You can set it for draft printing that uses less ink. It's not quite as dark, it's not quite as clear, maybe a little fuzzy. Like Fuzzy Wuzzy's Got Some Nuts, for instance. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, right? Yeah, he's a fucking bear. Big deal. Yeah, so, and you can save ink like that. But if you're going to do true life color photography, you're going to drink up some ink. He was also stating that if leave your printer on, because when you turn it off and then turn it back on, it goes through like a little ink waste purge cycle where it dumps some ink out of the ink heads and wipes them on a little sponge that's up in there. I've had one printer that was real old. It had a big ass ink cartridge in the motherfucker. And the little sponge, after so many years of printing, would get gummed up and it would just fuck up the print job. And so I brought it into a buddy of mine. You gotta have this special fucking tool to take some of it apart. Long ass Torx screws to get down in there. And clean it. You gotta clean it with denatured alcohol, the drinking alcohol shit. Ethanol, yeah, that shit. And it cleans that little sponge off and you can go ahead and reuse it again. And you gotta dig all the ink out of the ink well where it rests and purges that ink also. Because it's got an ink well where it dumps, then it wipes on that sponge to clean itself every time it's cycled off. So leave it on. Don't turn the motherfucker off. But a lot of printers will come set brand new to waste a lot of ink. In other words, they won't be printing in normal mode, they'll be printing in best mode. You got to get your printer into its properties in your software and look at it and see. And don't tell it to print no goddamn motherfucking test page. Oh, it's gonna burn some ink on your ass when you do that. And that's a waste of time. So yeah, anyway, I finally shit canned that old printer. It wore out. The mechanism that went back and forth kept jamming just from age and wear. And if you do refill those print cartridges, you got to keep in mind that the print head is actually in the cartridge itself. And after a while, it may just crap out, and you're going to have to buy another cartridge anyway. And normally when you buy a printer, they give you some cartridges with it that ain't full. And then you buy the normal cartridges, okay, they may have 3 milliliters of ink in them. They got the extra capacity of cartridges that may have double that in them. Now, let's move on. Hold up. Pop time. Oh, it got ice in it. Yum. And that ain't the first fucking one either. HP has got this new program out, not available in all countries, on selected model printers. I did a search on it. $99 is their entry level. It's got a scanner, everything on it. It's wireless, and you can sign up for their, what is it called? Shit, I should have wrote that down. Instant Ink's service. And what they do, you buy different tiers on that service, like $50, 50 prints a month, regardless color, photo, it don't matter. They're gonna send you free ink for $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month on selected printers. If you got a higher volume, they got a higher level tier. I think the next one is $4.99 a month, and then they got a $6.99 a month. They even let you roll over unprinted pages for that month, and the printer automatically knows when it gets low, and sends HP a message, and they just send you the ink. You got to have a credit card on file with them naturally, and they bill you for it with a little free envelope. Put your used cartridges in it, prepaid, send it back to them, and they're gonna refill the motherfucker. But what they're using is a super extra high capacity cartridge they sending you that's not available for sale. And it stated that when I was Googling that on the internet. Ain't that's a bitch. You can't buy them, but you can get them sent to you free if you pay the monthly fee. So yeah, if you didn't print nothing this month, they ain't gonna send you nothing. I'm not sure about the fine details of that. Somebody knows, chime in and let us know in the comment section. Are they gonna charge you $2.99 a month regardless? I bet so. Yeah, so really depends on how much you're gonna print. But even like me, where I don't print a whole lot, my printer's getting old and starting to give me some trouble. The one that I've got now, I don't have that one with the huge ink wells on it, or ink tanks on it anymore. It crapped out. I've got another one, all-in-one, and so the entry level for that free program is a $99 printer. They got cheap ass printers out there, like $34, but the ink costs even more for them. They jack the price up. They're gonna make their money back on the ink unless you refill it and just throw that motherfucker in the trash when it craps out. My fucking pop. And so, what you gonna use your printer for is what you need to figure out. You want to share photos? Fucking email them, or put them on a damn thumb drive, and get a thumb drive to your significant distant relative or whatever. Family photos and all that kind of thing. I can see taking pictures, don't get me wrong. When you start printing them, you better be making some money with them motherfuckers, that's all I can say. Yeah. We've been getting a lot of fucking rain down here, but that's normal. We almost like ducks, got webbed feet cages, dude. Fuck a duck. They taste like shit. I don't like them. What else can we rant about? Let me do some thinking, drinking. I'll get back with you. Yeah, you know, rather than printing pictures of your loved ones and putting them all on the wall and shit in your office, why not get one of them little electronic photo frames, you know, that It'll just sit there and scroll different images across it. You can even slip the porn photographs in there. You know, that's another thing. They got a lot of people out there go to them porn channel. I don't care for all that fucking shit, man. I like seeing a good-looking woman with some nice clothes on. It leaves something to the imagination, you know. That's most sexy to me. If you wanted to get on to that subject. But let's get back to printing. And photo frames, you can even set your computer monitor, no shit, huh? To do all kind of stuff. To just scroll a slideshow. Or your family, your children growing up, you know. Here they are at this high. Here they are at this high. Here they are eating all my fucking groceries. Now, what you think about that, what? That's what they do when they get older, you know. They motherfuckers all be coming around and everything. And we love them, though. Gotta love them. They'll be taking care of us before they put us in the old folks' home. Oh, shit. Speaking of old folks. Yeah, JB getting older. Oh, my back always hurting. I've been living with it from construction work all my life, you know. Pipe fitting is heavy work. When I grew up in it, it was real work. Today, it's still real work, don't get me wrong. But they got a lot of tools out there that make it a lot easier. Whereas years and years ago, there was not even any arc welding. So everything was riveted together. You talk about hard work, hot work. Man, nuts and bolts today, and that's easy. That's unskilled labor right there. Bolt together something. Anybody can turn a wrench. I take it back. I do like porn. I like food porn. Let me see some pictures of some sexy looking food, or food that looks good to eat. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Give me that any day. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of this fucking rant. Y'all have a great day and a better fucking day tomorrow. Bye.